Hello there. I hope you're having a great day. We're going to do a Samael talisman. Samael is the archangel of Mars. And so we're going to do a banishing since it's the waning moon. And today I thought we'd banish procrastination. Now you can gear these talismans for any purpose. It doesn't have to be procrastination. Your purpose can be something else. And if it's the waxing moon, you can gear this towards bringing something in. So I've started out with a square sheet of paper. This is an 8.5 inch square. And I'm going to find the circle. Right, well, it's kind of center. Okay, here's the center of our square, and so we're going to go ahead with another geometric pattern. So we know that Samael is number 5 on the tree of life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is his number, so the 5-pointed star will be our figure for the day. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start out with a 5-inch circle. So we take half of the amount that we want the diameter and line that half point up to the dot that we just made, and then make a mark at where we want the diameter to be. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, I've already lined this up so that it's the right measurement, but I'm going to leave an opening at the top this time. So I'm not going to do a full circle. Because we are going to come full circle with how we're doing our talismans. All right, so this is a very light circle. I don't know if you can even see it, but there's an opening at the top. All right, and then I'm going to do a harmonic. So half of 5 is 2.5. So what I want to do is find the 1 1/4 here, and then mark it 2.5. So we're doing a harmonic. Alrighty. So now I'm going to dial my compass in so that it's at that new mark at the harmonic. If you don't know what any of this means, go back and watch some of the other videos. I think we started with harmonics on, I believe it was the Anael talisman. So I'll put a link in there so that you can understand what we're talking about. Okay, and so now I'm going to make another partial circle at this harmonic, as big as this harmonic. Leaving another opening at the top. Okay. And now I'm going to make the star. So we take the amount of, we take 360 degrees, which is the circle, and divide it by the amount of points in the star. So 360 divided by 5 gives us 72. So we're going to take our protractor and we're going to line it up. So let's start off with a nice 90 at the top, and then we'll just do it around. Actually, yeah, that's fine. All right, so then I line up the center dot here with that as the new 0, and then I mark 72. And I go around the circle the same way. Line up the center dot. Oops, with the 0. And around the circle. Now, again, we're not getting graded on a math exam, so you don't have to worry about absolute perfection. Okay, we're just making a star. So there's no inherent power in having exactitude. You just do your best. You just want to make it look neat, and and what we're trying to do with all of this is, this isn't necessarily any more powerful than using the basic talisman procedure that I've demonstrated many times. It's just that it's enabling us to have more of a deeper understanding of which part of the sphere we are working with. And so working with this 5, working with the colors, working with all of that, now I'm just bringing these into the out part of the circle, and you've seen me do that too. And if you haven't seen me do that, you may want to watch one of the other videos, because I'm not going through quite as much explanation on this one, because I think you guys, for the most part, the ones that have seen me a lot, know what the heck I'm doing. So we're just deepening, giving a little bit more attention to our desire, but it's not necessarily more powerful this way. All right. Okay, so now here I'm gonna make I'm gonna keep a little opening at the top still. So I'm not gonna totally close that. So I'm skipping one. If you remember on the Samael Talisman, how we skipped two, we're just skipping one. Now this one I can close completely at the top of the star. Oops. All right. Skipping one again. And closing this up here. And we're just making a nice star, but we're keeping a little donut in the middle so we have a little bit more room in the middle to write our objectives. And again, I'm not gonna completely close this at the top. If you've seen me do the basic talisman, I think you're getting an idea of what we're up to here. Right? Oops. Aren't gonna miss our friend. All right, so you can see, let's get rid of some of these ticks here, so it's not quite as messy. I got lots of little marks here, and it gets a little confusing and messy. And sometimes if it's just me, I leave them. I know, I should be a little bit more careful with my magic, but sometimes I just keep it going. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. So we've got a 5-pointed star here, but I haven't brought it through the center circle, right? And I've kept an opening at the top of the center circle and the outer circle, and a little opening at the top of the star. All right, so now what I want to do, oh boy, I got an appointment, so I don't want to overstay my welcome here, but I do want to do an outer circle here, so I'm going to give myself another 1/2 inch because I want to write some God names in here. All right, so I'm going to put this outer circle here, and again I'm not going to close it. Completely right now. I'm going to keep an opening at the top. All right, so let's take and let's figure out what we're going to put as our objective first. Okay, so we are banishing procrastination. So let's sign our names. Let's get a I could have probably done this in the green pencil for the flashing colors. I wasn't really thinking. Let's do that. We'll just go ahead and color this in real quickly. I'm going probably a little too fast, so it's going to be not as messy as yours will be. Yours is going to be so much prettier than mine. Oh my gosh, I can just tell how gorgeous yours is going to be. All right, and then let's do the same thing with the circle here. Making a nice pretty green circle with an opening at the top with the nice green star on a pretty sheet of red paper. Oops, that's not a very good circle, but that's okay. It doesn't matter exactly what the opening is, just make sure you leave an opening. We'll do the same with this outer circle, like a this. So I'm going to trap the words first, and then we'll add the god names. Okay, let's put this one in here. Leaving a little opening at the top. I'll just leave that much of an opening. Even with this, I can leave a little less of an opening. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of a stray. All right, again, it doesn't matter. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to start by signing our names, all viewers. And what we want is to banish procrastination. So what's left over after we banish procrastination? Well, first off, I like peace. So we're going to be at peace with whatever we have. I like success. And I like achievement. But you can write whatever you think you need in there, okay? So, now that we've trapped those words in there, I'm going to go ahead and close this. Right? You'll make it a lot prettier than me. But now we've started by putting the words in there, and then we close the circle, right? And we're going to close this circle as well. So now they're nice and trapped, and that's a positive thing. We're not hurting anybody. And now I'm going to put some god names, okay? So let's start out by finding our cross-quarterly points here. Now this, again, I'm just going to, I'm going to do this rather by eye, okay? We don't need this to be super duper exact. So let's see, around this, like here, I put it at the 40 and the 50 point. And all will be well. So I want these little cross-quarterly ticks here. So that I can kind of divide this outer circle into sections so that it's easier when I put the god names in. So all I do is I draw these in. Again, this is just could even do this freehand. In fact, I think I will. This is just to keep things somewhat tidy. There's no inherent magic in this technique, but I do like to, what did I do with my eraser? Hello? Well, luckily I always have more art gum. Let's get rid of these guide marks here. Because now what I want to do is just add those god names. Now, if you remember on our tree, the Hebrew god name for this part of the sphere, this sphere, is Elohim Gibur. So I'm going to do, I'm going to really freehand this. E L O H I M G I B O R. Yours is going to be so much better. And then I'll just repeat it. E L O H I M G I B O R. Okay, so now I've got God names around here. Okay, let's just trim this talisman. I'm going to take off about a ½ inch from each side. And all will be well. You don't have to do that. I think it's just a little bit nicer if it's not too big. Otherwise, it's all about the paper and not so much about the star. But again, this is all just personal aesthetics. It's not all that important. And it's always nice to be able to have goals. You know what I'm saying? So I say the way we do it here is we say just always have 6 goals that you're working on. 3 things that you want to bring into your life and 3 things that you want to eliminate from your life. Just have that kind of always going. And that way, we always have a sense of purpose. And what's interesting is, well, and for one thing, you want to have all those goals be like something that you can actually check it off. So we don't want to say eliminate all procrastination, because how will you ever check that off? You'll never know when you've done it. But what we can say is we're going to eliminate all procrastination for 30 days. If that's doable, you know? I think it's doable, especially if you've got magic. So, all procrastination for 30 days. Put that on your list. Let's clear this space a little bit with eau de cologne, visualizing a white light. I'm going to put, we're inviting only the highest and best into our lives. And so we see this white light permeating every part of us, every part of this room. We feel it enveloping us, purifying us, and sanctifying us. I am, well, here's some Van, going to upload an angelic circle that you can cast. You can do the regular circle that we use in a witch's primer too. That is absolutely fine. But I will be uploading how to do an angelic version of that to the Facebook group. If you've not taken a witch's primer, that's a really good course, and it will really augment what we're doing here, and it's free. There's no charge. And so just go to the YouTube channel. The playlist is right there, so you can just go through it. We say just do 1 lesson a week, and if you haven't done it, I recommend you do it. You're really going to see some huge benefits from doing that. A good training. All right, and then we call upon the Archangel Samael to be with us here and now. All viewers, all people that are watching this, past, present, and future, we ask that all of our procrastination be eliminated and that we become focused on only that which is to our highest and best. We are wanting to succeed and to win in all the areas for which we have come into this world. I just realized that I accidentally sprayed him with jasmine, which is fine. He won't mind, but I want to give him some honeysuckle. So sorry about that, Samael. I know you like your honeysuckle. The jasmine is really Gabrielle's perfume, and Gabrielle will work just fine with him as well. That's better. See how when you make a mistake, it's no big deal in this system? There's no retaliation. There's no demons that you have to go chase down. It's all safe. But it's very, very powerful. All right, so now I am wishing all of you peace, success, and achievement, keeping you deeply in my prayers. We are going to be working a psalm with this particular goal in mind, and so I invite you to join us over in that psalm video if you so desire. Otherwise, just stay and meditate with Samael. Oh, look what else I forgot to do. Look at me. I am just out of sorts today. We forgot to put our nice Samael signs. We invoked him verbally, but we didn't invoke him into the talisman. Now, as all is well. So this is a very powerful talisman, even with all my mistakes. Isn't that exciting to know? So make all the mistakes you want. It's how you learn, right? And just do your best. All right, see you over in the psalm video. Blessed be.